You know, if you've attended any of these conferences the last several years, and particularly last year, you know that I like to talk about my dad. He was, as you've probably heard, a proud 50-year member of the IBEW. And while he lived a great life and enjoyed 25 years of full retirement, his health had deteriorated dramatically in the last couple of years of his life. However, even in his last years, after being ravaged by disease and the combined effects of old age, he never missed an opportunity to ask me how we, the IBEW, were doing. He truly loved the brotherhood, genuinely loved it. And he always wanted to know if we were, as President Hill said yesterday, turning things around. When the spring of 2006, just a little over 1 year after I moved across country to Washington, D.C., I visited my father in a hospital in Santa Paula, California, just 1 week before he passed away. It was the last time I saw him. I walked into the room and made the usual small talk. And I hadn't been there very long when he looked up in the usual way and inquired about work. And after I danced around the subject a little bit, he cut to the chase in typical fashion and said, "Son, are we winning?" Well, here's how the scoreboard looked when he asked that question. And though I wanted to lie, the fact of the matter is, I really didn't know the answer. It wouldn't do any good to try to stretch the truth anyways, because he always had this uncanny ability to tell when I was lying. So I told him the truth. I said, "Dad, I don't know. But I do know one thing for sure. We're back in the game." Well, friends, you know the rest of the story. Soon thereafter, the scoreboard began reflecting your efforts after the historic business managers meeting in St. Charles in late 2004. The excessive bleeding stopped in 2005, and you made significant net gains in 2006. At last year's conference, you may even recall hearing this. Now, as we gather here in Atlanta, the Construction A membership as of October 1, 2007, stands at 329,365, just shy of an all-time high. Thanks in most part to your efforts, should the Construction A membership continue to grow at the same rate, we will likely break our previous record before the end of this year, very likely at the end of this month. Well, thanks to all of you, the IBEW broke the all-time construction high threshold the very next month, in November of 2007. So far in 2008, construction membership has continued to push upward and now stands at over 335,000 strong. Thanks to you, membership numbers are growing throughout North America. And while we'll talk more about this in Friday's wrap-up, you should celebrate this morning, keeping a couple of things in mind. In places like Florida, President Hill talked about yesterday, despite a decimated construction economy, statewide A membership through June 2008 is up 14%. In Georgia, through the same period, it's up 8%. In Texas, in Georgia, it's up 6%. In Texas, it's up 8%. And in the Carolinas, where no one thought it was possible, net membership is up over 30%. While these increases are significant, it is paramount to remember that they are but a small fraction of the Brotherhood's all-around gains.